Hello and welcome to episode number 7 of WITM Season 11. It is time for Friday Night SmackDown, and we have 2 WITM matches for you on the card, featuring the SmackDown Falcon Claws. The first, we'll see the World Tag Team Champions in action with their rivals throughout Season 11 thus far. Wepa Up, the team they defeated in episode number 1 at Night of Champions to claim the World Tag Team titles. They faced off last week in non-title action as well, with Alec and Yeroc defeating them once again. Wepa Up getting a third opportunity here, still looking for revenge and perhaps lining themselves up for a future title opportunity. And then in the main event, Queen Alpaca, the fiance of Alec Winterborn, will make her Season 11 debut as she'll be taking on the tough Jade Cargill, looking to advance to SummerSlam for a 5-woman ladder match for the interim Women's Championship, as the permanent Women's Champion at the moment, Rhea Ripley, will be unable to defend her title due to injury. But first, we move on to the third chapter in the rivalry between Alec Winterborn and Yeroc and Damian Priest and R-Truth. Wepa Up. It's non-title action with Wepa Up looking for revenge. Will Alec and Yeroc maintain momentum, or will Damian Priest and R-Truth Wepa Up perhaps line themselves up for a future title opportunity and rematch? Let's find out and get our first of 2 WITM matches underway.
There's just so much goddamn weight on my shoulders. All I'm trying to do is live my mother life. Supposed to be happy, but I'm only getting colder. Wear a smile on my face, but there's a demon inside. There's just so much goddamn weight on my shoulders. All I'm trying to do is live my mother life. Supposed to be happy, but I'm only getting colder. Wear a smile on my face, but there's a demon inside.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by KCGM at a combined weight of 455 pounds. Alec Winterborn and I.E.
Is there so much God weight on your shoulders that you can't just live your mother life? The stories get old and my heart is getting colder. I just wanna be Jekyll, but I'm always fighting high. You got rocks in your head, I can hear them rolling round. You can say that you're above it, but you're always falling down. Is there a method to your madness? Is it all about pride? Sees everyone I know, they got a demons.
And their opponents, first, from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest! All rise for the rock star! All rise for the outlaw! All rise for the punishment!
being simple. Different times I be busting them up like a pimple. Stating my claim to fame. To be the most much COG playing the game. Haven't even started yet. You can better believe I take it off the show shop bet. What's up? What's up? What's up? Everybody, here we go. People over there, what's up? You feel me? Stand at the stage up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You can get with this, or you can get with that. You better get with this. This is where's that? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
And there's the bell. This rivalry match is underway. It will be the two powerhouses getting things started. Damian Priest for Wepa up, and Alec Winterborn for the SmackDown Falcon Claws, the reigning WWE Tag Team Champions. And Priest get things started off. They want revenge. The strategy the last two times these two teams have faced off has been all about isolating Damian Priest for the Falcon Claws, making the powerhouse and former World Heavyweight Champion a non-factor so they can isolate R-Truth. But this time up, making sure Damian Priest gets into a ring from the get-go. Will that be a difference maker here in this rematch? As Priest, so far so good as he chokes Alec Winterborn, puts him in a vulnerable position. Now in comes R-Truth. Will momentum start to shift in favor of the Falcon Claws as it did the last two times R-Truth got to compete in a tag team matchup? Winterborn forces Truth into an empty corner and sends him chest first into it. Now seated on top of the corner, straight to the back. And Winterborn with a massive suplex, nearly launching Truth into the official. WWE Universe loving what they're seeing, chanting, "This is awesome." Truth sent to the Falcon Claw corner. And a reversal before a tag can potentially be made. Yeroc wants the emergency tag as R-Truth does a little bit of dancing and taunting, but Truth remains on the attack. And now a series of elbows to the gut of R-Truth. Now Winterborn drags R-Truth into his own corner and tosses him across the ring. His stomp will miss as Truth gets back to his feet and they lock up. Irish up into the Wepa up corner. Damian Priest comes in for a double team maneuver and tag, becoming the legal man. First double slaps to the chest, and Priest now going to do a little bit of taunting. Yeroc wants to emergency tag. Winterborn can't get there, and now Priest showing off his power. And launches Winterborn chin first into that top turnbuckle. And now Priest heads to the corner, building some momentum for a running kick to a seated Alec Winterborn. Out-ship into one of the empty corners. Winterborn finding some strength within him to counter and locks in a pin. And not even a 1 count. Now Priest with a series of strikes ending with a kick. But reversal by Alec Winterborn. Kept up by Priest. And now Winterborn with a series of strikes. A signature maneuver into a cover. Let's put away Wepa up yet again. It nearly does. We get about 2.5 count. The Priest powers out. Winterborn frustrated. He thought that would be enough. But Wepa up. Still seeking revenge for losing their tag titles and the non-title rematch last week. They refuse to stay down. The leader of the SmackDown, Falcon Claws Cabinet, is introducing a chair. This is not a no DQ match, so if they get caught using it, that would result in disqualification, and the official will toss that to the side. Winterborn sent to his own corner. Priest getting fired up, but that gives Winterborn an opening to get back on the attack. Winterborn has Priest up onto his shoulders and launches him head first into the turnbuckle. And now a boot to the neck of Damian Priest. Priest spent a lot more time in ring as he did in the last 2 times these two faced off. But now he will make the Mercy tag to R-Truth as Winterborn taunts. R-Truth trying to get the support of the WWE Universe. They are the fan favorites in this matchup with the previously fan favorite Alec and Yeroc being heels now. And he's going to plant Winterborn into the canvas. Winterborn heads to the outside to recover and a drop kick to Yeroc, eliminating him from potentially being tagged in for the near future. But now Winterborn has R-Truth by one arm and plants him into the canvas. Cover. And Truth powers out at about 1.5. And now Truth heads to the outside. Turning the attention back to Yeroc. He's trying to make sure that Winterborn is isolated from Yeroc. That's the same type of strategy that Alec and Yeroc themselves used the last 2 weeks. I'm trying to make sure this is essentially a 2-on-1 handicap match with Yeroc being a non-factor. Smart strategy here by Wepa Up, trying to beat Alec and Yeroc at their own game here. But Winterborn launches the choke slam into the double knees for cover. And Priest are going to pick that up just in the nick of time. We nearly saw for the 3rd time already this season Alec and Yeroc defeating Wepa Up. And now a cover. Yeroc is back in play for the SmackDown Falcon Claws. Stomp to the elbow. Winterborn comes off the rope with big boot to the head of Truth. And Truth's going to head to the outside to try to buy a moment to breathe here. And now sends Winterborn head first into the top rope. Winterborn planted into the canvas. Now forced up. Swinging neckbreaker connects. And now Truth showing off some power of his own, doing a little bit of dancing as Yeroc wants the emergency tag. And that taunting may cost Truth a bit as Yeroc is finally tagged in. A very fresh Yeroc compared to the other 3 competitors in this matchup. Truth is going to head outside to recover as it's going to be Yeroc taking on Damian Priest right now as the 2 legal men. Priest forced onto the apron, but is going to be able to counter and get back to the ring as R-Truth quickly back into play. And now Yeroc showing off some power. Power slam into the cover. And Priest powers out at 1. Wepa Up knows this is a must-win match if they want any chance of getting a title rematch against Alec and Yeroc. And they are refusing to stay down. Yeroc forced into the Wepa Up corner. What does Priest have in mind here? It's going to be a massive superplex, taking a little bit out of both men, but mainly Yeroc. As the WWE Universe Champs, this is awesome. Priest must recover center ring, and after a superplex, only get a 1 count. And he is in shock. Now Priest with a takedown. Yeroc forced up. And now it looks like it's going to be a tag to R-Truth. High flyer versus high flyer here. As Yeroc slowly gets to his feet and finds R-Truth, not Damian Priest waiting for him. Yeroc sitting to the Wepa Up corner. We may see another tag here. Indeed we will. Cabbage is now getting involved, or thinks about getting involved. As Yeroc gets tossed into the center of the ring. And now Priest lowering the straps here. Choke slam by Damian Priest. Center ring. And still this match continues. Near fall after near fall. What is it going to take as the WWE Universal Tag Team Wrestling. We are seeing perhaps the best match out of the three that we've seen so far between these two teams. Yeroc with a counter, tossing Priest over the ropes. And that's going to allow Yeroc, whose body is in the red zone, putting him at risk of injury, a chance to breathe here. Priest sent to the Falcon Claw corner. They will make a tag and do a double team maneuver. Priest with a reversal into a DDT. Priest looking for support of the WWE Universe here as he looks for perhaps another choke slam. Instead, it's going to be a massive clothesline to the neck of Alec Winterborn. Cover, and still this match continues. What is it going to take? Priest is giving everything he has here, hitting his signatures, hitting his finishers, and still it's not enough. Now Priest with a variation of the Razor's Edge. I believe he calls it South of Heaven, and that's going to be broken up right away by Yeroc as this match will continue. Irish whip into the Wepa up corner. Reversal by Winterborn. Priest into the Falcon Claw corner. And a series of gut punches. And Priest tossed by his hair into nearly his own corner here. Priest sent back into the Falcon Claw corner. Winterborn taking a moment to breathe before they kick straight to the gut. And another, with Priest in a very vulnerable position, seated in the corner, but he is able to get out. Now they lock up. Irish whip into the Wepa up corner. Priest taking a moment to breathe here before continuing his attack. And a series of headbutts to the gut. Now they Winterborn seated into a corner. And it's going to be a series of kicks to the gut by Priest. Again, Winterborn sent into the Wepa up corner. And again, Priest will take a moment to breathe before attacking here. And now targeting the leg using the middle rope to help do some damage. And now Priest with that big choke slam. Will this be enough to put away the tag team champions and finally secure revenge for Wepa up? Yes, it is. The third time's the charm for Wepa up. They get the non-title victory. Alright, so it has not been a good night so far for the SmackDown Falcon Claws, who up to this point have been dominant in WITM Season 11. But can Queen Alpaca change their fortunes in the main event as she takes on a very tough challenge in Jade Cargill, a former AEW Women's Champion who made her way to the WWE? And huge stakes here in this main event as the winner will punch her ticket to SummerSlam to take part in a 5-woman ladder match for the interim Women's Championship, with the current Women's Champion Rhea Ripley injured and unable to defend in time for SummerSlam. Which woman punches her ticket to one of the biggest events of the year? Will it be Jade Cargill, or will it be the SmackDown Falcon Claws Queen Alpaca? As Queen Alpaca makes her Season 11 debut, let's get it underway.
is coming.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Vero Beach, Florida, Jade Cargill. And her opponent, the Queen, Alpaca.
I've got the cure, I know you've got mine. So go ahead and pour me more wine. We've got all night, we can make it right.
Let's party the pain away. Whenever problems show up, man, I really wanna pull up, drink until I throw up. And tonight I'm having more love. Couple bad bitches rolled up to puff a little dough up. And they're giving up the dang things. Puffin', drinking, then we bang bang, knock it out the frame, man. Caught a couple more dang dangs. Then my homies with the cane came. Now we got a strange thing. Yeah, y'all do, I don't. Turned out something I want. I'm a Grinch when I'm yearning at. It's so hot up in the spot, I'm thinking partying at Burning Man. I deal with the real when I feel. But tonight I'm taking Bulu to the grill. I'll be damned if it ain't a day. I kick it and can't obey. When life is heavy, we party the pain away.
I need release from this frantic mind. I've got the cure, I know you've got mine.
And I apologize, apparently I was muted up till this moment. But so far we have a good back and forth match that saw an exchanging of blows as Cargill dove to the outside, and it did pay off. Cargill currently in control as these two women battle for a ticket to SummerSlam and an interim women's title opportunity. Massive stakes here in this main event. Cargill goes aerial again, but this time it will not pay off. It's going to be a rope break from that submission hold of Queen Alpaca as she stomps the head of Cargill into the canvas. Cargill accompanied by the rest of her stable to take over. Nation and B-Fab at ringside as Alpaca attacks the leader right in front of them and gets a 1 count on the pin. Now Mishin trying to get involved here and distract Alpaca, and it looks like the distraction will work, allowing Cargill to come to and get back on the attack. But not for long as Alpaca lands a kick. And now has Cargill in a seated position. Now to her knees as she hits a drop kick to her side. And now Cargill forced up. Submission locked in. This is a new move in Alpaca's arsenal, adding a little bit more technical offense. She has great position center ring. Will she punch her ticket to SummerSlam? No, at least not right here, but how much damage has been done already. And now she's looking to finish things off with the flying Alpaca. But Cargill tries to kip up, only to still eat the flying Alpaca. Pin position, center ring. And still not staying down is Jade Cargill. She knows how vital this match is. Women's top opportunity and a guaranteed spot on the SummerSlam card, and she refuses to stay down. Can momentum shift back into Cargill's favor after taking both a signature and finisher from Queen Alpaca. She goes for cover and gets a 1 count. Alpaca to her feet. Suplex connects. As Cargill kips up. Powerbomb by Cargill. Showing off that impressive power, and she's not done trying to outpower Queen Alpaca here. It's going to be another powerbomb. And now Alpaca heads to the corner, trying to buy a moment to breathe, but have the breath sucked right out of her as Cargill puts a boot straight to her neck. Now Cargill with an Irish whip and a massive big boot here. Momentum starting to turn into Jade Cargill's favor. And a spear by Cargill. Now a stomp to the guts. Cargill wants Alpaca on her feet, taunting her. And plants her into the canvas, stunning her for a cover. Is Cargill punching her ticket to SummerSlam? She is. Jade Cargill puts Queen Alpaca away. Queen Alpaca misses out on a shot to go to SummerSlam.
A storm is coming.
Here is your winner, Jade Cargill!
Okay, and here is your results and rankings update for this edition of SmackDown. In non-title action, the WWE Champion CM Punk defeated Cody Rhodes. Charlotte Flair defeated Julia in one of the SummerSlam 5-woman ladder match qualifying matches. Los Lotharios defeated the Miz and Kit Wilson. Randy Orton defeated Drew McIntyre in her first of 2 WITM match. In their third match of this season, Wepa Up finally defeated the WWE Tag Team Champions Alec and Yeroc in non-title action, and the bad night for the SmackDown Falcon Claws, bad week for the Falcon Claws in general, would continue as Jade Cargill would defeat Queen Alpaca in the main event, spoiling her chance at qualifying for that women's ladder match at SummerSlam and qualifying herself. And has that affect the rankings on SmackDown? The Women's United States Champion is Tiffany Stratton. Number 1 contender Jade Cargill. Number 2 Chelsea Green. Number 3 Jordan Grace. Number 4 Julia. Number 5 Kiana James. Number 6 Candice LeRae. Number 7 Queen Alpaca. Number 8 Blake Monroe. The Women's Tag Team Champions are Scream Mode. Number 1 contenders the Allies of Convenience. Number 2 Fatal Influence. Number 3 Irresistible Forces. Number 4 BFAB and Nishan. The Women's Champion is Rhea Ripley. She is currently injured and unable to defend the title, but will be allowed to compete it, and the interim Women's Champion will be crowned at SummerSlam. The WWE Tag Team Champions are Alec and Yeroc of the SmackDown Falcon Claws. Number 1 contenders, Wepa up, so they did exactly what they set out to do and put themselves in control of their own destiny for a future tag team title rematch. Number 2, the MFTs. Number 3, Fraxium. Number 4, Los Lotharios. Number 5, Kit Wilson and The Miz. The United States Champion is Ricky Saints. Number 1 contender Trick Williams. Number 2, Carmelo Hayes. Number 3, Royce Keys. Number 4, Ray Phoenix. Number 5, Cabbages. Number 6, Ilya Dragunov. Number 7, Sol Sikoa. Number 8, Finn Balor. Number 9, Shinsuke Nakamura. And number 10, Matt Cardona. The WWE Champion is CM Punk. Number 1 contender Randy Orton. Number 2, Gunther. Number 3, Sami Zayn. Number 4, Cody Rhodes. Number 5, Drew McIntyre. So next up is Saturday night's main event, a sort of PLE. We do not have any WITM matches planned for that card, so we will likely be back in a moment with our results and rankings update as we continue our search for our next WITM matches. Okay, and here is your results and rankings update for this edition of Saturday night's main event. Scream Mode, Brie Bella, and Paige retained their women's tag team titles by defeating their number 1 contenders from SmackDown, the Allies of Convenience, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Drew McIntyre defeated Axiom, one half of Fraxium, in a squash match. Bayley got revenge over her former tag team partner, Lyra Valkyria. And Sami Zayn and Gunther defeated the team of WWE Champion CM Punk and his number 1 contender, Randy Orton, meaning that the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam will now be a fatal 4-way between those 4 men. And how does that affect the rankings on Raw and SmackDown? To save time, we'll just go over the divisions that were affected by this PLE. The Women's Tag Team Champions are Scream Mode, number 1 contenders from Raw, Rage K47, number 2, The Judgment Day. The Women's Intercontinental Champion is Natty, number 1 contender Bayley, number 2, Lyra Valkyria, number 3, Soraka, number 4, Ivy Nile, number 5, Maxine Dupree. Now we move over to SmackDown. The Women's Tag Team Champions are Scream Mode, number 1 contenders from SmackDown, Fatal Influence, number 2, Irresistible Forces, number 3, Allies of Convenience, and number 4, BFAB and Nishan of The Takeover. The WWE Champion is CM Punk, number 1 contender Gunther, number 2, Sami Zayn, number 3, Randy Orton. All 3 of those men will be his opponents in a fatal 4-way at SummerSlam for his WWE title. Number 4, Drew McIntyre, and number 5, Cody Rhodes. So now we advance to Monday Night Raw, as we are on the go-home week prior to SummerSlam. Will we see any WITM action? We'll find out in just a moment. And the answer is yes. Our go-home Monday Night Raw prior to SummerSlam will be a stacked one with 3 WITM matches. We kick things off with non-title action as the World Tag Team Champions, the Bank Robbers, will be taking on the team of Ethan Page and Rusev for the first time. And then it is confirmed that at SummerSlam it will be Penta defending his Intercontinental title against the winner of last week's 8-man gauntlet match, Austin Rage of the Bank Robbers 2.0 and Rage Family. However, the leader of the Rage Family, DJ Rage, will be taking on Penta first, perhaps trying to soften him up for his cousin. That will definitely be interesting. And remember, DJ Rage going into this Raw is number 1 contender to the World Heavyweight title currently held by the man who defeated him for that title at Night of Champions, Roman Reigns. If DJ Rage can defeat the Intercontinental Champion, you'd have to think that would make it very, very likely that DJ Rage gets his rematch at SummerSlam for the world title. And then in the main event, Corey, the leader of the Raw Falcon Claws, will be in action, but against who? We will have to wait for a promo segment to find out. I promise you, I did not book my own character in the main event. The game did against a very, very interesting opponent, but we'll have to wait and see who that opponent will be, as Corey, currently sitting at the bottom of the world title rankings, looking for one last massive effort to perhaps punch his ticket to SummerSlam. But that is going to do it for episode number 7. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single moment of WITM action until a huge go-home Raw prior to SummerSlam, where the Bank Robbers 2.0 take on Ethan Page and Rusev in non-title action. DJ Rage takes on the Intercontinental Champion Penta in non-title action, in control of his own destiny for a world title match at SummerSlam, and Corey returns to action against a mystery opponent. This is Corey with WITM CAW Wrestling, signing off.